Hi there, this is my little project I worked on for the last couple of months just for fun. It's a Nerf counter which I developed. I didn't want to use a 4-digit display. I wanted to do something a little different. So what this is it's a little custom board I developed and had made up at a local PCB place, and then soldered the chip together, and then I programmed the chip in assembly. The chip is a PIC 16F88. I've put a what's called I think it's ICSP thing, so I can program the board on the fly. I haven't pulled a chip on and off, so I've done a lot of debugging and programming of the thing. It would be hard to take the chip in and out, so I wanted to be able to reprogram it on the fly. This particular Maverick, I've modified the battery pack, which you'll see in other tutorials and other people have done. This one's a solid sealed lead acid battery, a 12 volt 2.1 amp hour battery. It happened to fit the tray really nicely, and it was from another project I was working on. I put a bigger battery. I thought I'd use this other one here. One of the things about this system, as you can see, is I've got a bar graph. I wanted to, quickly look at it and tell me how many bullets I had left in the chamber. This one counts the digits. You can see there's 6 on, and this means this is plus 10, plus 20, plus 30, plus 40. These top 2 LEDs are indicator lights. And the way they work is they are controlled as indicator lights on these 2 relays, which power a laser sight and a lamp on the front. As you see, I've modified an old sight and glued on a Husky lamp onto it. And over here I've got this red dot thing which I've modified and put a laser into. And you can see I just cabled it in with a little phono thing. In any case, you can control it by one of the buttons on here. This button here controls the laser lamp. That turns the lamp on, this turns the laser on, this turns them both on, then they go off. I have another laser cycle. I made an external trigger off the same board that goes right here, and that one does the same functions. But the nice thing is it's near your fingers. When you're firing, you can easily hit it. If you're just sitting in the dark or something and somebody walks in the room, you can glare the light at them or laser at them really quick. Kind of surprise them, kind of stuff like that. Additional buttons I have this top button. This is increment. This is decrement. And now if you want to, let's say you have a different number of bullets to work with, you can store that in memory by pressing the 3rd button, which is store. And then if the thing's powered on and off, it'll keep that in memory. For example, I've got the whole thing wired in through the back switch on the Maverick, so you turn it off, you can see the display goes on and off, and it keeps that number intact. And as a consequence of hooking it up this way, I kept this is a rocker switch which toggles the number, the bolts that go in and out. And the way the Maverick's set up is if you open this thing up, it will disconnect the power to the system. So the idea is you won't want to fire things unless this door is closed or if the belt's out. Well, the way I wired it up through this trigger, when you open it up, it resets the toggle. The idea being that if you're going to pull this open to change the belt, it'll automatically reset the counter that way. If you had to clear a jam, you could hit the store button and store it in memory. When you open it and close it, then it'll keep the last digit you had in there. So let's say you shot 3 bullets, you can say store, then open and close this thing, and it'll say 23, for example. So you have some more flexibility. The other thing I've got right now, I've got it wired in so that I use some of the 5 volt regulator that's on here. Will take a voltage between I think probably 5.5 and 20 volts. So you could put a LiPo pack in this thing if you wanted to, or into a similar gun like the Stampede, and still power this board without having to do any modifications on it. And that's pretty much my board. Now I've got a couple other boards I'm working on. I got one where I've taken this display portion, made a separate board, made it smaller, and then the driver board, which I'm going to run for the direction, and it's going to have different options on it. You can have it with the 16F88 chip. You can also run the whole board off a different kind of chip, like a 16F883, which has more inputs on it. And I wanted to add on that board, since this was pretty much maxed out, a separate toggle for light and lamp, or laser and lamp, that is, and also an analog input, so I can show an indication of how much battery is left in the battery pack. So that would be kind of convenient to have. Also possibilities if somebody wanted to use this for paintball, there'll be another display board that has 3 digits, so you can easily see how many rounds you have left to fire with if you wanted to do that, or you want a different array of lights, things like that. Anyways, that's my system. I hope you've enjoyed the little video. Take care.